I am Noriko Ball4, and this is It seems like old brassy boy is about to get a payday. Culture News and its former editor-in-chief Adam Harris will have to pay former head of NISL Winston Brossington $13 million following the end of a series of 2014 libel lawsuits. The judge found both Culture and Harris equally responsible for the comments. Brossington apparently took issue with Uncle Adam, calling him, quote, fat crook brassy, and other mean words in his popular satire column, Damn Boys Say. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Mansour Nadir, is tired of the common and low-class behavior of the parliamentarians. And no, he's not mad at them for spreading racism, corruption, and division in society. He's mad because they keep saying rude things to each other like, shut up, and you lie. He also commented on the things MPs say on Facebook, calling such actions contrary to the rules of the House. He also asked that the chief whips for the government and the opposition rein in their MPs. Yes, that's what he decided to focus on. You might be terrible with paying your GPL bill on time, but at least you're not as bad as GWI, who supposedly rocked up a $7 billion, yes, that's billion with a B, a $7 billion GPL bill. Wow. According to GPL, GWI's average monthly electricity bill is about 220 million to 250 million Guyana dollars. GPL's Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Renford Homer, described GWI's non-payment as a major challenge for the company, adding that if GWI had been paying their bills on time, the company would have actually met its target and overall performance goals for the year. Madness. BM is Guyana's #1 auto dealer. They bring fresh stocks every week and sell a variety of vehicles to suit any class of citizen, even local used. Visit them at Lot 9 Coral Street, Georgetown, or call them on telephone number 231-8451. BM Auto Sales. It's your turn to drive. Apparently, news of the Rona popping up in Lusignan prison sent inmates into full panic mode. And the only thing worse than a set of angry inmates is a set of inmates panicking for their lives. They refused to eat meals and pelted bricks up the guards until they received the promise that something would be done to keep them safe from the virus. The Ministry of Health has since assisted the prison service in sanitizing the premises thrice daily, and they have begun isolating and quarantining people when needed. A team of doctors and nurses have also been deployed to the prison to assist the medical team there. 6 persons were charged for beating to death 34-year-old Pretty Paul Hargabin, also known as Roy, at Bath Settlement. Yes, that man that got beat up by the group of people because he shot in the crowd, this is the one. Well, they appeared at the Fort Wellington Magistrates Court on Wednesday and were not required to plead to the indictable charge. The 5 adults were remanded to prison while the 1 teen amongst them was remanded to the Juvenile Holding Center. They will all appear in court again on September 23, 2020. Remember Monday's Coke plane crash? Well, Noriko's theory might have been correct. The body found on the wrecked aircraft with the drugs has been identified as 49-year-old Brazilian national Alessandro Eduardo Petravices. Investigators also confirmed that documents in the wrecked plane belong to the injured pilot from the red and white Cessna who claimed to have had, quote, mechanical issues. Well, it turns out that said pilot is a well-known trafficker who spent years behind bars for the crime. By the way, if you don't remember what my theory was, just watch Black Monday. Me and Abel repeat myself. Staying on the topic of drug smuggling, one of the matters that will be addressed during Pompeo's visit would be the activation of a Shipwright Agreement between the two countries. The US State Department said the agreement would allow the police to designate qualified law enforcement officials to act as law enforcement shipwriters. These officers ride along with the US patrol boat, and if they spot a suspected drug vessel in Guyanese waters, the officer can authorize the Americans to pursue them in our jurisdiction. And back to Pompeo, who actually arrived late this afternoon, but he will be meeting with various different officials this evening and also tomorrow, so you will have an update of all the things he's done in tomorrow's episode. Some of you older folks get a hard time seeing what's on those tiny phone screens. No judgment here, but you can get a mobile screen magnifier to help you see what the younger folks see. Get it delivered to you in Georgetown for free. Call Triple B's on telephone number 682-8326 or visit them on Facebook. Triple B's Enterprise. Remember the name. Now, let's take a look at news in the region and around the world. The public can now buy and sell securities online with the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange Limited's online trading platform, the TTSE online platform, also known as TOP. Through the TOP, an investor can buy and sell any security listed on the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange, such as stocks, mutual funds, and corporate bonds, with the only exception being the government bonds. They'll have to go about some other means, don't ask me how. Additionally, TOP also allows the user to view real-time movement in their portfolio and the stock market and manage multiple trading accounts on the platform. Yes, so in Trinidad they're doing it big just like America. The Peruvian Constitutional Court is possibly beginning impeachment proceedings against President Martin Vizcarra. On Friday, Peru's Congress voted to start impeachment hearings against Vizcarra over his moral incapacity to perform professional duties amid alleged obstruction of justice on his part. The proceedings are in connection with voice recordings where the Peruvian president instructed several government officials to give false testimonies about his involvement in the issuance of controversial state contracts. That sounds familiar. Anyway, Vizcarra said he was not going to go voluntarily. Police in St. Vincent arrested and charged a man for stealing 200 East Caribbean dollars worth of mangoes, which is about 15,400 in our money. The accused appeared before the serious offences court and pleaded guilty. Although I don't know how serious it is, it was just some mangoes. Anyway, he was ordered to pay the victim the $200 by October 30th or face imprisonment for 3 months. The accused was also placed on a 1-year bond in the sum of $1,000 or in default will spend 6 months in prison. Clearly, people in St. Vincent are serious about their mango. Are you thinking of investing in a pyramid scheme? Don't! There is a legit way you can earn some extra cash to supplement your existing hustle. Sell Top-Up. You could become a Top-Up vendor quick and easy by linking Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. And now for our weird news story of the day. The Australian ambassador to Cambodia has been forced to apologize for eating an endangered species. Pablo Kong posted a photo of himself chowing down on an Asian giant soft-shelled turtle while on a trip to Cambodia, where it is actually considered a delicacy. But human consumption has actually led to the endangerment of the species, making the practice controversial and actually illegal in Australia. Kong deleted the photo after it sparked a backlash. The Asian giant soft-shell turtle, sometimes called Cantor's giant soft-shell or even the frog-faced turtle, is so rare that it was believed to be extinct in the mid-2000s. But new discoveries and recent conservation efforts mean that Cambodia is home to a giant soft-shell population once again. The species is still considered endangered though because people keep eating the poor bastards. Moving on to our Uncut News viewers poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, Pompeo's visit. Is there an agenda or no? How do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Whatever. Lloyd Lashley said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. When last has any high-ranking official from America paid Guyana a visit? Osiris said, surely he wouldn't waste a trip and risk COVID. There has to be an agenda. Pretty sure it includes Venezuela, the Exxon contract, and probably the upcoming US elections. The probable explanation for the hush treatment is that Guyana wants to have good relations with Venezuela, but also cannot allow the state to fall into anarchy. And Jenna J said, America is only link here when something in it for them, like a Guyanese mother-in-law. So, tonight I leave you all with this question. Trinidad isn't the only Caribbean country with a stock market. We do have one. Yeah, I bet you didn't know, but almost nobody knows about it. And so, if they made an online trading platform for our stock market, would you use it? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Friday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.